So today is our first Bloodthirsty Thursday, or the start of our current Bloodthirsty Thursday streams. Sorry about having to move from Wednesday. It's just how things are at the moment. Of course, after I moved the stream and rearranged everything, then the husband goes, so something else had to happen, so if you really need Wednesday back, you can go ahead. And I'm like, I've already moved everything. Like, what? So, here we are. Yeah, sorry for the slightly late start. Had to take care of a few things earlier, and I'm just finally getting the chance to sit down and deal with stream today. So here we are. Today is also the first day of the custom tags ability here on Twitch. So we've added the WoW Challenges Twitch, or the WoW Challenges tag. And yeah, so I think they could have done that a lot sooner, instead of just giving us so many preset ones. I'm really surprised they just didn't give us the ability to do our own sooner. Got a little bit of alpha testing done yesterday. A little bit on Bloodthirsty. Stuff's killable, I think, with no talents at the moment. It's early and it's alpha. And oh my Jeebus, the Lua errors yesterday. I lost my patience and had to log out. I was like, okay, that's enough now. Like, I couldn't see 2/3 of my screen, even in the middle of the combat, because of the way the Lua errors were popping up. And closing them wasn't doing much. They kept coming back. Reloading the UI, they kept coming back. And I just hit my limit of dealing with it. And I was like, okay, that's fine. So, Warrior's going to be up first today. And we're going to head over to our grinding area. And we'll see how things go here. Oh my goodness. Oh, don't forget to clean out your fans. I know it's been hot. And I know some people don't think about it. It's very dusty here because we live right on the main road. And, you know, all the cat hair and stuff. It can really build up pretty quickly in air filters and fans and stuff. So don't forget to be checking those bad boys, because Russell has not like a professional air blower, but it's a higher grade fan than, you know, just a normal, like, circular spinny fan. He had gotten it when he was working for the plastics company. Kind of reminds you of, like, the blowers they sit on the floor to blow them dry when it's raining and stuff, so people don't slip. I usually remember to defer the outside of the air intakes, and last night when I walked by when I was getting ready for bed, I noticed the inside of the drum barrel looked white, and I'm like, what is this? So I turned it off and I found a kitchen skewer, like a shish kebab thingy, and managed to stick it in between the protective fencing over the drum barrel, and holy shit, the fur was so thick we were having trouble getting it out of the side of the protective cover. over it. And then I saw some fur kind of peeking out the front, and I'm like, okay, well, let me grab a couple of these pieces. And Russell's like, oh, that's probably fine. And so he went to bed, and I was still fussing with it, and I grabbed a flashlight, and I looked inside, and like 2/3 of the front of the fan, like the section where the air blows out, was covered with fur. And I was like, holy shit. It took me like 20 minutes to get the fur out of the fan. And there was still some dust. I'm gonna have to take the vacuum and try to suck out any remaining dust that's all up in there. Because it was pretty gross. I was surprised the fan was even functioning, to be perfectly honest. So, Bloodthirsty challenge for those that are new here. You're grinding to next level. Minimum quests allowed. You have to be careful about where you're killing, so you don't get tagged with a daily quest by accident, because some areas, it seems like all you have to do is set foot in them and poof, daily quest credit. I don't know how I haven't gotten nailed with that. Maybe because I don't do much world quest stuff, I don't know. But I seem to have gotten through that pretty much unscathed. But I also don't go exploring too deeply either. So, try to make sure I don't get myself into too much trouble. So today we are on the warrior, and the shaman will be in a little bit. Oh, that shaman. That shaman is something else right now. Holy shit. So remember last week when I was sitting here and I was trying to figure out how many more kills that shaman probably had left to go. I severely underestimated by at least 400 for the next 2 levels, so I didn't do my math quite right, and forgot that Winds of Wisdom was going away, or I didn't have it anymore, and yeah. So what I was thinking would be, oh, maybe 400 or 500 kills, ended up being like 800 and something. So, you know, there's that. I was not exactly thrilled about how long it was taking the shaman this level. I mean, granted, these guys give a little less XP than the gore mobs and stuff, but I was kind of at a point where I really don't want to risk the gore mobs with these guys. I don't even want to risk the foxes with the shaman, because they scared me the first time I went after them. And her gear drops haven't been the greatest. She needs to go back to auction house, though. I didn't take her at 56. I'm gonna take her if she hits 57. I don't know if it's gonna be worth the aggravation. Like, I don't know what to do with her at 57 if she makes it through her last little bit of XP she needs. She might be able to handle the level 60 mobs, but might depend on what her gear looks like. I just don't know. And that might mean another level of killing these guys, which means I'll probably have to kill another maybe 850 of these delightful little fluttery critters to get her to 58. But think, what was the shaman getting? The shaman was getting 3 something with rested. So, I mean, it wasn't terrible. But, oh, it was... We're down to the nitty-gritty. It's a battle of wills at the moment, and I just wasn't having it this week. I was just like, yeah, no. I'm not in the mood. My patience is waning. This is bad. This is bad. We've still got 2 more. Like, we've got this one and the rest of the shaman's levels, and I'm just like, oh dear. Not good. Not good. Because she hasn't even hit 57 yet, and I'm like ready to throw my hands up in the air this level, and I was just like, are we done yet? I mean, in all honesty, I could walk away whenever I wanted to, but to get so close to the finish line, it seems kind of dumb not to push through the last couple of miles of this marathon. But we'll see. It's felt like the shaman was a lot slower than the warrior, but granted, the warrior's lower than the shaman, so they don't have quite as much XP to fill in. So they are going to be a little bit faster, but I don't know. It's just like I haven't really had to stop and eat on her or anything with these guys, but I don't know, for some reason I was thinking, oh, these mobs have gone green, we'll be killing them like nothing. But they were killing like the same pace they had been the whole time, and I'm like, that's funny. Because like with the demon hunter, they were dropping pretty damn quick, and I was like, okay. Fascinating. But, you know, so, what was that? One rotation. And we got about, what, 3 bars to go here. So we're not doing too bad. Like I said, as we lose the number, as the number of challengers go down that we have remaining, we'll probably be spending a few more bars on stream of leveling. Sorry, he was being weird, and I'd already made him evade once, so just have to be patient and let him pop back out of his rock. I mean, even so, for tank spec, I feel like we're killing this stuff at a pretty good clip. But we will see. You alright? Oh, you made that awfully quick.
Without the seasoning, it's much quicker.
Oh, you only did loose meat. You didn't do rotel?
No, not this time.
Do we have the seasoning for you to make it? Because I saw...
I don't think so.
I saw cumin and I thought I saw cayenne unless you threw them out.
I may have tossed the cayenne.
Alright. So how's everybody's week been? It feels weird doing this on Thursday, I gotta say. Feels super, super weird. Mind your business. Go on. Shoo. No. God damn it. Really? Bitch. Oh my, let's not do that on the bed, please. And not on my blanket. Come on. Your mouth is wet. Come on. Thank you. You had to wait to get the final effing blow in. And since you're level 60, I got... Really? You didn't even need the XP. I should have gotten all of that. Damn it. Like, stop. That's what kills me. It's not like that somebody is like, oh, let me help you. They sit there and watch me kill it. And then they're like, oh, I'm going to get the final shot in. And I'm like, why? I had one more hit. I was hitting execute. And you got it in before I could hit execute. Like, why? Like, I'm not 60. I'm not gonna kill it in 3 hits. Like, everybody's in such a damn rush. Ugh. Just go about your business, please. We were fine. We were full. We weren't in danger. Like, no. Oy. Does this happen to any other challengers, or am I just lucky? And I don't mean that in a good way. I placed a cape this level, so that's something. I guess. Haven't had to eat yet. Which is surprising, because we did have to eat a couple of times when we were back at the Tusk Pools. Not too often, but we did have to a few times. When you go to get up again, can I have a water?
Did you talk to me?
Yeah.
What's up?
When you go to get up again, can I have a water?
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, these allergies are something terrible. I'm not sure if they're any better since I cleaned the fan, but we were out and about doing some errands earlier. Although I will say, for as crowded as the parking lot was at Walmart, at the Walmart grocery, it didn't seem all that bad inside. There was a couple spots where it seemed a little busy, but like we got right up in line, there was no wait to check out and stuff, so it was a little weird. Unless people were checking out when we pulled in, which is possible. Our gas is down to $3.19, I think Russell said. But that was gas at Sam's. Gas in town was like $3.40 something, so quite a bit of a difference. And it's a good thing I got after my dad about his legs, because he was having a problem that almost turned into an infection. So he went yesterday, and he has, sorry, I'm trying to keep track of what day it is. He went yesterday and he has to go again tomorrow. And then I think the following week he's back to the home nurse visits to deal with it. I'm not sure if that was something he requested or something they're just doing to take the strain off of the limited number of office visit spots open. Like, I don't know what started that, because I think those visits started well before COVID. Like, I think they started doing it before COVID. Didn't they with the home visits?
Huh?
Why did they start doing the home visits? It was before COVID, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's just to make sure it's properly done.
Like, but why not just have them come in?
Because they're having trouble fitting people in.
Okay.
Apparently another wound clinic closed recently, so they're trying to handle them too.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Small miracle we're getting in when we are.
Why did another wound center close if they seem to be in such high demand?
The less overhead you pay, the more cash you make.
That seems dumb. But the more people you can treat in a day, and the more you can bill people's insurances out the wazoo. Alright. So we got 2 bars left, for the most part. So Warrior's just trucking along, and I'm not charging in on purpose for a lot of these, because, you know, they're flying, and some of them I can charge in and hit without a problem. But I also want to be mindful of the other mobs around me and stuff, so. And some of them are real easy to get stuck in the rocks, like this one gets stuck in this rock a lot. And then we got the other one across the way here. And I think you're gonna oh, you didn't. Oh, okay. That was interesting. It teleported to me and then teleported back. Okay. Oh, sirens. There must have been a bad accident recently, because when we were on our way home, there was a whole bunch of broken glass that was just like little shattered pebbles in the shoulder of the road. I was like, oh damn. I'm surprised that nobody cleaned that up. Thank you. I know there was a bad accident on Tuesday? Because Russell was home. So yeah, it would have been Tuesday. On the interstate. Had it backed up for like 3 hours where traffic was just sitting. Like a multi-vehicle accident near one of the confusing exit splits. We always think we're supposed to get off at that exit and then realize, oh shit, no, we're like 3 exits too soon. We don't know if that's what happened to that person, instead of just taking the exit and either getting back on or or just taking the surface roads. We don't know if that's what the deal was or if it was something else. Was that a camera notification?
Nope. It's me signing in on Twitch on Chrome for Prime.
Oh. So, my yarn. I could have went and gotten my yarn and been on my way home with it. We could have driven to Texas in the amount of time that it was sitting at the damn UPS distribution center. Because it got there yesterday afternoon at 2:30. It's like a 6-ish hour drive to Dallas for us, roughly. I'm like, I could have had my yarn. And, I mean, we could have just fucking driven to the warehouse where they were selling it and had it like 2 days ago, but I'm just so fascinated about the cross-country trip my yarn is taking. It left their warehouse in Missouri and went to Illinois, so it went north. And then from Illinois, it went to Texas. And I'm like, guys, I'm right here. I'm right here, guys. And then from Texas, I guess it's coming here? I don't know. When we were getting ready to leave, I thought it said it had left Texas at 9:30 this morning. But when we came back and I double-checked it, it said it didn't leave Texas until 11:30. So now I'm questioning my sanity or if they changed the scan time. I don't know now which is right. I thought I had said out loud to Russell, oh, it finally left Texas at 9:30.
I don't remember, but then again, that doesn't mean much.
Yeah, like, I thought I said it out loud, which is where I feel like I'm getting the 9:30 from. But it very much says 11:52 or something on there now, so I don't fucking know. I don't know. We'll see what time it might scan its next location. If it didn't even... So, like, off the information I have right now, best case scenario is that it actually started moving at 11:30 or 12 o'clock or whatever. Say it left Texas at noon. Probably didn't actually leave at noon. Say maybe 1. But if it left, excuse me, let's say 1 p.m. Don't know where it's going. It could come to Fayetteville. It could go to Little Rock first. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to Little Rock first. And it did say 4 to 10 days, and they might be getting their full 10 days worth. And I'm just like, guys, I'm right here. I mean, it's not like I needed this yarn for this weekend, so, I mean, that's fine. It would have been nice to have that one color for this weekend, but, you know, it's not the end of the world. I can use a different color. But, you know, I want my stuff. You have my money, now I want my stuff, so I always get, a little frumpy about, you have my funds, I paid for it, now I want it. Because the mother-in-law pays for Prime, so whenever we order something from Amazon, we usually have it within 2 days, so we try to make sure we're ordering stuff that's on the Prime list. And so when it takes more than 2 days, I'm like, where's my shit? I want my shit. I paid for my shit. I want my shit. And somehow, I don't know if it was because the first time I ordered off the site or what, but... What the hell was that?
Right. It was a bottle, sorry.
What bottle?
Soda bottle.
Oh. I was gonna say, it didn't sound like a water bottle, it sounded heavier. has been distracting me. Oh yeah, so like when I ordered it, it was on sale for $262. And I guess the sale changed because now they're like, oh, get it for 30% off. They're like sending me email offers, and I'm like, okay, well, what's the 30% off price? And it's more than what I paid. So I'm like, did I just happen to stupidly hit a sale? Or was it because it was the first time I was looking at the website, so it was lowered? I don't know. But I find it fascinating nonetheless. So we got about a bar left on this level for our warrior. Come on, this mouse, I swear, is starting to really piss me off. It's really pissing me off when I'm trying to edit. Because when I click, it's not always registering that I've clicked the thing. Unless my hand is not doing the thing that my brain is telling it to, but I'm pretty sure it is. So I've been trying to pay attention to that. Just to make sure the signal's not getting lost in my neck somewhere. And, it just, like, there's times where I click it and I'm like, I clicked you. But I'm like trying to click the video section and then drag it to where it needs to go, and it's like not dragging it, and I was getting really frustrated last night. I was like, I've clicked you 5 times. And then I clicked it the 6th, and then it like actually let me grab it. So I'm like, really? So it was rather frustrating. I did get 4 live streams edited down into an hour so far. I just started working on the 5th live stream on that last needle felting project. There was a total of 13 live streams on it, so I have no idea how many hours the video is going to be when we're done. But I do have a full hour finished. At least condensed. It doesn't have music laid in on it or anything yet, but don't take him near that planter box. But, we'll see what we can do. And, how things go with that. It's gonna be a little bit slow to get that one done, though, because of time. I'm trying to get in testing for Lita and get these challengers finished up and stuff. And it's probably gonna be quite the time sink with these last 2, especially the Shaman. So, and I've found that I can't do long stretches of very fine cut editing very well without paying consequences. So yesterday I was video editing from about maybe, I want to say maybe 8:30, 9 o'clock at night till about, let's say 1:30 in the morning. And when I got up today, when I woke up, I stretched and moved my hand, and I could feel my hand was very, very swollen. I was like, oh no. Oh no, I have a stream today. What is happening? So that was a little bit of a, oh shit, what did I do? But, I moved it around a little bit, and it seemed to sort itself. But yeah, that was a lot of swelling or fluid just laying in my hand when I woke up. I was like, oh shit. That's not good. But, yeah, we'll have to work in smaller chunks of editing time. And I'll just have to try to be faster about it. If I didn't, like, chat with my hands so damn much, it wouldn't be that much of a problem. I'd have longer stretches that I wouldn't have to be editing clips out of. But when I stop doing everything and just start talking and waving my hands around, I've been trying to cut that out of the speed felt, and damn, I'm getting so pissed off at myself. I'm like, stop it. I'm like, girl, what are you doing? Russell's like, well, it's not a bad thing that you talk with your hands. I'm like, yeah, okay. It is when you're trying to edit it out. He had to pee again?
No, he had to go eat grass again.
Oh, because I was going to say, he did pee when I had him out.
Yeah, no, he was just being a little bastard, and I felt bad for him.
He's been extra wiggly. It's good to see. He went on an adventure last night. He wanted to take a walk halfway down the block with Russell at like 11:30 last night. He's like, I want to go down to the car wash. He would have gone further, but Russell was like, no, let's go back. It's late, and you're the gimpy dog, and we don't want to overdo it. You have learned a new passive effect, Avatar. Generates 10 more rage. So we have this already. Where is it? This one? No. This one. This one. Transform into a colossus for 20 seconds, causing you to deal 20% increased damage. Okay. Generates 30 rage. Okay, so I guess it used to generate 20. Fascinating. Alright. Sorry, I've only had like 4 hours of sleep. Because we had to go do errands. And sleep just wasn't happening. What time did I fall asleep? I think I fell asleep around 6:30 or 7. Let's say 6:30. And then I started waking up around 11:30. I'm tired today. Oof, plus we were out running around in the heat. We had to go get some supplies and stuff. I wish I had, like, plate armor that wasn't quite so slutty. So we're just gonna cut the bottom edge off of there. Alright, so that, oh no, we're good. WoW challenges. Bloodthirsty. Control your soul. Prot warrior. Dings level 52. We have a slash blade so far of 4 days, 13 hours, 32 minutes, and 59 seconds. Total kills so far on the warrior. Nine, 8, 1, 2. Alright, so we'll send that along. And let's go ahead and get our mount. Alright, so repair bill was under 3 gold. Not terrible. Pretty good. Alright, let's go ahead and hit up the vendor trash first. Alright, so vendor trash came to 255. And then let's go ahead and hit up our greens here.
Glad I could help.
Alright, so we got a little over 500. So not too bad. And that went much faster. Much faster than our shaman did. So as you can see, the shaman's replaced shoulders, a cape, and a hat since she last transmogged. Oh, and weapons. So let's hop on over to her. Alright, so she's had a very slow level. Like, mind-numbingly slow. 16 hours to get through this effing level. Seriously? Did I, like, AFK or something? I must have. I must have at some point. Damn. Alright. Well. Really be awesome if that Winds of Wisdom buff came back, you know. Next week, that would be great. That'd be super, super. So this one I took down to 2 bars because when I was trying to time how long a bar of XP was taking, it seemed like it would be a better idea to take her to 2 instead of leaving her at 4 like I was originally going to do, like we did with the warrior. But as leveling progressed on this one, I was like, oh yeah, no, I don't know if we're gonna do that. Maybe when she gets to the level 60 mobs, maybe, but then that's gonna depend on how long it's gonna take to fight those. But she definitely, like, the warrior was probably fighting just as long as she has been, but I don't know, she just feels so much slower. I don't know what the deal is. But we're trying to be careful with her. This is the one class I've had more trouble with than some of the other ones, and not necessarily because I don't know what I'm doing. I've raid healed with a shaman before. I've leveled in healer spec before. It's not that. It's just, you know, poor decisions and shit choosing to go wrong at the worst time possible. Was that we just kept misstepping. But 352 isn't terribad for XP, all things considered. Next level, though, if she sees next level. Do you guys not have water? Like, y'all keep coming over here. Well, there's water in there. But you know, we're also trying to be super, super careful Which is why we're still killing these guys instead of trying to kill something else. She's just kind of felt not necessarily rogue squishy because I haven't had to really panic heal mid-fight, but it doesn't seem to take much to take a chunk out of her. And once that first chunk seems to happen, it just keeps getting ripped out faster and faster. So I've just been trying to be exceptionally careful, which means killing these guys. Like, I really hope we don't get handed 200 and something XP next level off of them. That's gonna be a bit much to work through, and I'm sure I will be grumbling every step of the way if that's the case. But I think it's really gonna depend on what we find on Auction House. If we're able to afford to switch out the gear, maybe we can test a moth and see what happens. I think we can hex these, right? These are beasts. Yeah. So, I mean, we can hex if we have to. If we get into a spot. These guys don't do a whole hell of a lot of damage, but it seems like if I have to turn and run, I'm taking a larger hit. I mean, as it is, I'm only sitting at 12,000 health, which is pretty low compared to the other guys at this level, I feel. Or I'm just used to seeing the high hit points on the tanky guys. Because, you know, Demon Hunter was the tank, Bear Druid, you know, they had a higher health pool to draw from, and maybe that's what's kind of coloring this feeling of being extra squishy, but I don't know. Depends on what we find when we go back. Now, usually I go back at 56, because that's about when the next step up of gear happens. I didn't do that this time, though, and I'm not really sure why I didn't bother. I know some stuff can come into play at 57, so that might have just been why I was like, fuck it. I wasn't in the mood to go back yet. It's not a huge production to go back to Stormwind, but with the way I have my shit set up, it can feel like it. Well, it's just the travel time that gets me. It's not like it's that bad or anything. It's just, I'm like, ugh, I've got to fly here, and now I have to go through here, and my character just doesn't want to schlep all the way back there. I feel like it's a missed, oh, what's this? I feel like it's a missed opportunity since they have Astral Recall. I feel like you should be able to have one set you to an inn and one set you to a city or something. What is this? What are we even wearing? 24 intellect. This might be the same exact one we have on. Haste and versatility. Oh, this is haste and mastery. What's mastery do for us again? Healing increased from your spells by 38% based on the current health of your target. Lower health targets are healed for more. I mean, I feel like we should be leaning more into the crit. And maybe versatility on this one since we're not actually raid healing. But at the same time, we'll see. I tend to lean more into... Didn't I? Maybe we didn't just kill you. I thought we had. I tend to lean more into the crit side of things if I'm on my own, like we are as challengers, because there's nobody to get me out of this mess but me. So I don't really know if we need to... I mean, mastery's not bad. And I suppose it would come in handy if I fuck up and need to heal thyself now. But, you know. We'll see. So yeah, we're not even, like, the warrior was getting about a bar of XP for one rotation. Because, you know, 52. 51 into 52. But this one, that is not the case. We're getting like half a bar. Roughly. Very, very roughly. Alright. Let's redo that. So, I mean, it hasn't been bad, it's just slow. And the slower a challenger is to get through stuff, the more I start to wander and get distracted. But that's a me problem. But usually level 57's the worst for me. So I'm really not looking forward to that at all. Not at all. So I don't know, I might have to start this one first. We'll have to see where her rested XP bar is sitting at. 'Cause the podcast is back this week, back from break. I'm gonna be on with Lita this weekend. And we're gonna be talking about alpha testing a little bit. I'm not gonna go too heavy because it's still alpha and shit's gonna change. But, you know, let's see how things are. I do need to make a couple other classes, I think, for Bloodthirsty and get out into that zone that they have unlocked currently. Because you can't seem to go anywhere else. I tried to follow this one road back down behind where they zoned us in, and I started to get there because I was just kind of exploring and looking around. And they're like, oh, this way is much too dangerous. And they teleported me to Stormwind. And I was like, what? I was like, what the fuck just happened? Like, instead of just having a wall there that I couldn't go through, it was like, nope. Do not pass go, do not collect $200, your ass is going back home. And I'm just like, uh-huh. Okay. Sure. But we'll be talking a little bit about the alpha testing that we've done so far. I've looked a little bit at low-level Bloodthirsty and the dreaded talent trees that everybody's all in a tizzy about. If you did the challenges before Legion, it's gonna feel like that. You're just gonna have your spells trimmed like you did then. Because I remember in WoD, I feel like. It had to have been WoD. When I was leveling that priest before the green gear came in for Bloodthirsty. I think I only had 3 spells, maybe 4. And like Flash Heal. I think I had my bubble. I had Power Word Pain. Excuse me. And I had Smite. I don't remember if I had Mind Blast. I don't think I did. It was like very limited toolkit. And it's gonna be limited toolkit again without the talent trees. But I don't necessarily think talents are gonna have to be allowed. I don't know. That depends on what Zaya sees on his side of things and how they're counting the stuff that's pre-filled in. I don't think those are counting as talent points though, because you can't remove them. There's no points in those blocks. Those blocks are just automatically open. Or unlocked, shall we say. And it seems like those 1 or 2 freebies on the talent tree are tied into your spec of choice. But I'm not one of the coders. And I don't know what it looks like from the API side of things, and I don't know if they're going to consider that spent points, even though you can't unspend the points on those blocks. So I don't think people need to be worried about us having to allow talents. I think it's still doable. It's just, you know, it's gonna be back to being a little bit harder because there won't be as much toolkit available. But we'll see. We'll see. I only looked at it from a priest perspective, and for Bloodthirsty, because it's still alpha. Iron Man's not really my jam, so I didn't really touch Iron Man yet. We have some others on our test team that play Iron Man more than I do. And as far as we know, they haven't gotten into alpha yet, but we're hoping that they do manage to get into beta. But you know, it's buggy. It's doing alpha things, so just kind of have to cope with that. Alright, so we're still not done this 1 block of XP. My goodness. Maybe it really did take 16 hours, because damn. I know I'd pop in for like 4 bars at the most and be like, yeah, no, my mind is numb, I can't. I got to walk away. This was a tough level. It's a really tough level. I got to say. I mean, but then again, I might have just been extra tired this week because there was some other stuff going on. I had like 2 or 3 days of insomnia. Pretty bad. Where I think I was only getting like 3 to 4 hours of sleep in chunks at the most, so that was pretty rough. I mean, I know why I had the insomnia, but it doesn't fix it knowing what caused it, so I just kind of have to fucking cope as best as I can. I'm excited about my yarn though. I can't wait to fluff that stuff and see how it fluffs, because this is a brand I haven't used before. And I still have to make the fluffy video. Haven't forgotten. And I'm looking at, I'm trying to do mental prep for the next needle felting project. We might be starting that on Monday. It depends on how far we get Sunday with the flamingo. But I feel like Monday we might be starting the next needle felting thing. So really? You're gonna do me like that? Yep, you are. Alright, well, he's gonna throw a temper tantrum in the rock. So I was trying to watch the tutorial, and I was trying to put together a colored pencil sketch just to try to get the colors together in my brain for how we were going to do it. And I kind of wish I had an in-between brown between chocolate and camel. I might have to look at the roving samples I have and hope I have enough. Or we might just go with a different color. I mean, we could use the camel. I mean, it would probably be fine. I don't know. The chocolate might be too dark for that section. Because I kind of have to like look at it from the finished colors perspective instead of this is the colors I'm gonna slap together and I'm gonna slap up here that are gonna change color because they're blending with the liquid white and everything else that's up here. So the yarn's not gonna blend like that, so I have to get a better feel for it. If I even do the blobby stuff to it. We might alter how we get there in the end. But, you know, it takes time to do this stuff, so I've been busy. I'm usually working on something right up until I go to bed. I might spend maybe a half hour of wind down time. That's why we haven't done Mikeless Minecraft in like a week or so. I've just been too busy. I haven't forgotten about it, I promise. I've just been busy. Other stuff has been taking the forefront, and I thought once we got the Demon Hunter done, I'd have a little bit more time to work on other stuff. Surprise! No, 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 we don't. But, you know. We'll see. I gotta try to figure out angles and stuff, and I'm not sure what size we're gonna do the next needle felting one. I'd like I like our bigger pieces, but I don't know. Should we do a smaller, like 5x7? Or should we just keep going with the 8-ish by 10-ish? Size that we have been doing. I don't know, I need to see what color felt's next in our stack too. I feel like it's yellow. I don't know how that's gonna work with a blue sky, so we might have to pick a different color than what's next in the stack. Because that might be a little weird if we've got yellow felt trying to seep through in the background. Uh-oh. My mom is dropping shit. What's that noise?
Almost scratching. You okay, buddy? Okay. You're okay.
Alright. We've just had so much to do. That little bit of rain that we had, and the grass just exploded. So that hasn't been fun. But we're gonna have to try to get on that. Because it looks kind of bad from the street. The city's going to be calling us again. And we took the aloe plant. We took George outside. Finally. And we think he's on his way out. Not quite sure what happened. Don't know if it was when we removed the little guys that weren't really attached, or if he just got too big for his bucket. I don't think he got turned enough in the bedroom, so he was kind of leaning over. And leaning over in his bucket towards the window, he kind of uprooted himself a bit. We tried to replant him. Russell said, I don't know if it's gonna work or not, though. But it is possible to kill an aloe plant, apparently. Although we did do pretty well by him. I feel like we had George, what, 3 years, almost?
Was it?
I think so.
I'll have to take your word on that one. I didn't think it was that long.
Maybe 2.5. Because he started out outside. And we had picked him up when we were at Lowe's, and I can't remember what we were getting at Lowe's. But we had picked him up when we were there. But we were there for a specific reason. I just don't remember what for. Flower seeds or something, maybe? I don't know. Or maybe we were pricing fire pit stuff? I remember he was cheap and we're like, yeah, okay. He came in this tiny little pot. It was like the size of my microphone. And then we ended up transferring him to a slightly bigger pot a few months later. And then he ultimately ended up in a kitty litter bucket full of dirt. And that beast is heavy. So what are you all doing for food today? I haven't made up my mind what dinner is gonna be yet. I'm just not sure. I mean, we got some chicken. I could make orange chicken, but I don't know if I feel like going through all of that to make it tonight. Because then that's another pan I have to dirty. Come on. We shouldn't have clicked off the target to begin with. Alright. So we're getting there. We got a little less than half a bar remaining on this one. I am 52 on the... See, that one died super fast. We also had a couple of decent crits in there. I'm 52 on the working man. I haven't had a whole lot of time to hop on them recently. But I'll tell you, everything is selling but that damn life root. She's still sitting on it. I can't practically give it away. It seems like. So that's getting a little frustrating. Because I have 1,700 pieces of it and it's taking up my entire flower bag. I'm like, oh my god, why won't this sell? Nobody needs life root apparently. I mean, the one day I put it up, I was the only one that put stuff up for it. And I was like, okay, cool. So either stuff went up afterwards, and I got severely undercut, or nobody wants it. Like, there's gotta be an inscriptionist out there somewhere. You would think that needs it to level. So I hope you guys aren't mad that we took Parkitect, or put Parkitect on hiatus currently on the stream, because My patience just needed a little bit of a rest on that one. Because it wasn't happening with the campaign that we were currently stuck on. And if I'm going to be building stuff, I'd rather spend more time building in the zoo, but we're doing a second day of art right now. For the time being. So yeah, we've got 27 minutes remaining on this buff, right? And it was an hour buff. So what, that's 40 minutes in, and we still haven't completed 2 full bars here, so probably made the right decision to only do 2 instead of 4. We'd be here all night. Or at least that's what it feels like. And I do have other stuff I have to get to tonight still. I still have to make dinner. I need to try to get some dishes done. I'd like to try to get a little bit of vacuuming done. And I need to get some sort of stream prep done or started on one of these 2 challengers. So I gotta get used to the new day being on Thursday now and figuring out my prep timeline for them. And there is a podcast this weekend, and so I'm going to be on the podcast this weekend, so we have to plan around the fact that we're not going to have a whole lot of free time on Saturday to get anything done. I'm kind of writing Saturday off in my brain as this day is dead to me. I have no time to do anything sort of day. It's booked. There's not an ounce of time. So that way if I do get the stuff done after the show, then I can try to squeeze in some time somewhere, but I probably won't have time. Because show's at 7 p.m. Eastern, which is 6 Central for me. But I start doing stream prep for Lita, or helping her with stream prep, around 4:30 in the afternoon for me. Trying to get stuff sorted for the show for her every week, for the state of the challenges. And then there's like maybe 45 minutes to an hour in between that and when the show starts. And then after show, I've got to go make dinner. And then she gets me the edited audio, and then I do all of the posts and get things scheduled and all of that. And that can take a little bit of time depending on where I am mentally for the day. I think the shortest amount of time it's taken me on post-show shenanigans has been about 2.5 hours, because I'm slow. And there's usually stuff going on that I have to get up in the middle of and go tend to. It depends on how distracted I am and how I'm feeling. And what all I actually have to do. If it was a super short show and there wasn't a whole lot of news, it goes a lot faster because I don't have to put a whole bunch of links in and stuff. But if it was a involved show and we had a lot of stuff going on, it takes a little bit longer. So we will see. I was contemplating working a little bit on the working man. But I don't know. I think we might skip working man today. Just because I've got so much other stuff I have to get to. And we got started a little bit late. We will go to auction house though. Oh, we can do that. So 57. Let me take these off because the photos are hard to take with all of the things flashing and spinning. And let's see if we can get the dog in the background. Okay, let's go back to Hero's Breast while we get our slash played. And we'll start to crop this down. Alright, so WoW challenges, bloodthirsty, tidal soul. We are resto. Dings level 57. Looking at a slash played so far of 7 days, 18 hours, 15 minutes. And 48 seconds. Total kills so far on the Shaman. Let's see here. 13,000 for 17. Alright. No. Let's get our mounty mount here. Alright, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, that's not terrible. Alright, so repair bill under 4 gold. Not bad. Alright, let's do our vendor trash first. So we ended up with 577 of these patterned wing things. We ended up with 247 of the leafy antennas, and we had 4 of the slumber powder. So that comes to 613 on just the vendor trash. And let's go ahead and get our greens here. Alright, that got us another 500, so what, 1100 there? Alright. Let's head back to Stormwind. And we'll take a look at auction house real quick. And see if there's anything that we can snag in our budget. I swear, every time I see a calendar for events down in Key West, there's like another event I never heard of and explains why hotel prices have been so fucking expensive. Alright, light flashy warning coming up. The gate's gonna happen. Look away if it bothers you. Okay, light flashy's done. Light flashy, all done. Apparently I'm still loading into Ouroboros. Because I hit my wolf form. But I'm still a dwarf. Hello. I was gonna say, my latency's not that bad. Catch up. I'm like, what the hell? What is even happening? Was that the door I wanted back there? Oh, what the hell? What the fuck was that? Well, that's not the door I want. I have no idea what the fuck that was. Damn. My PC and Ouroboros are pissed at each other. What the fuck? I mean, my latency's not bad. I think there's just so many people bouncing around. Well, now we know where everybody is, because they're certainly not in Ironforge. All the times we've been there lately. Oh my goodness. Log load. Okay. I like that we can do the custom tags now. I just hope people don't abuse it. Because, you know, that would be some shit. Oh, fell. Okay. Oh, let's look at the calendar. Alright, free t-shirt day is coming up on Tuesday. Challengers can't really wear shirts. There's a slight minor exception to that rule. Just don't bother with that on your challengers. It's kind of... Just don't. You don't get XP or anything from it. You're just collecting t-shirts. And Trial of Style is definitely not allowed for challengers, so... I feel like... Yeah, we went the wrong way. I was gonna say, I don't remember all these apple trees. I'm so confused. Why do I... Okay, maybe I'm just zoomed out too far and I'm running through stuff without realizing it, because... Damn. Doop. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Alright, we want armor. No, 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 no. Green is the highest we can do. Let's do usable, and let's do upgrades. And we want mail, Hats. What do we have for hats? Wow, these prices are completely different compared to what it was before. Crit versatility. Well, okay. I think I'd rather go crit mastery, but you know, versatility is fine too. Let's see here. I mean, even 200 gold's not bad. It's really not. When stuff was like 600 and 700 gold. Now this stuff's a little... Alright, let's get that. It's not enchanted, right? No. Alright, waste. I think we're gonna end up in a lot of crit versatility this time. Legs. I mean, I don't want to completely bail on the mastery, but let's see here. I'll grab that. Wrist. Alright, hands. Let's go crit haste on that one. Alright, miscellaneous cloak. There's never any cloaks. I don't know why I bother. Oh wait, you know what? We need to go back to armor. Okay, what about shields? Alright, so we'll get that, and let's see, we want a one-handed something or other. That's awfully expensive. I don't know if I can do maces. I think I can. Yeah, okay. We'll go with that. Alright, so that's gonna do it for today. Tomorrow we'll be doing Planet Zoo and podcast on Saturday. So I hate to run, but I've got to go take care of something. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Until then, have a good one and good luck.